I use Notion every single day. It's where all my notes for school are. It's where I script this very YouTube video that you're watching. It's where I have my goals as well as my journal. And quite frankly, it's the glue that holds my life together. I'm really excited to have partnered with Notion in this video to talk about planning for the new year. And as you'll have seen in my 2024 video, setting goals and achieving them are two different things. And you can actually use Notion to set and achieve goals so that you can become the best version of yourself. And Notion, in my opinion, is the best free tool for students. And let me just say something. SMART goals, the specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timely goals, they're garbage. You've probably been setting goals and thinking about goals in the wrong way your whole life, just as I had been. I set goals all the time. You set goals all the time. A goal is defined as the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or desired result. But the way you set goals is very, very important. I used to set goals the wrong way, which actually made me more unhappy. I talked about in this video about how numbers and setting your goals primarily around numbers can actually be detrimental to your mental health as well as your progress. And James Clear, renowned author of Atomic Habits, which is a book you've probably heard of by now, says to forget about goals and instead focus on systems. So are goals outdated? Should goals be cancelled? And there's actually a lot wrong with traditional goals. For one, the hedonic treadmill. This is the idea that humans have a natural tendency to adapt to positive changes in their life, meaning that achieving a goal actually won't bring lasting happiness. For example, my goal when I was at 620 subs was to reach 10k subs by the end of this year.
And hopefully by the end of 2023, when this uploads, I'm going to have 10,000 subscribers.
And I long surpassed that goal, but I don't feel any different. And the second thing is outcome dependence. This is a tendency where we base our self-worth and happiness on external outcomes, such as achieving goals. When our happiness is dependent on reaching a specific goal, it can lead to feelings of anxiety and dissatisfaction until that goal is achieved. And lastly, the
all or nothing thinking.
This is the cognitive distortion where you think in extremes. If I don't get that A, I'm dumb. If I don't get 100k subs, I'm a trash YouTuber. If I don't gain 10 pounds of muscles by the end of this week, I'm a complete failure. So goals seem pretty bad, right? And a lot of people use this word processes and systems instead of the word goals. But what does it actually mean? So in terms of my YouTube channel, that's not having any numerical goals for my channel. It's the stoic way of thinking that you shouldn't focus on things you can't control. So it's just doing YouTube because I find it fun and fulfilling. So you set this system, you make this process of releasing 1 to 3 videos a week and making one thing better than the last. Or I can set the process or goal is actually reading the script less, mixing up B-roll so it's more entertaining, better lighting, etc. If you want better results, forget about goals, focus on the systems instead, as James Clear said. Because actually it said that goals restrict happiness. Only once I reach that goal, I'll be happy. But instead of making the destination the happy point, it would be so good if we can make the journey, the progress towards the goal, the thing that makes us happy. Because then once we achieve that goal, we won't be on the hedonic treadmill. It's an ever increasing lifelong journey of improvement. And in an ideal world, this is good. But unless you're some gigachad, mega, ultra disciplined, mindful guy, and you can genuinely say you don't care about any numerical results or social validation, and your only goal is happiness and you enjoy the journey more than the outcome, sure. But even for me, even though I try not to focus on numbers, externally, these processes that I set up, making the video 1% better each time, better lighting, are actually all to reach that numerical goal of more views, more subs, right? If my YouTube channel when I first started it had gotten no views, I hadn't experienced a numerical form of goal achievement, I doubt I'd be sitting here today making videos. Sure, you might say you enjoy going gym just for the process, but let's say you didn't see any progress for a year. I doubt a lot of people would just have kept going. And so this is where Notion actually comes in. Notion is an all-in-one workspace that you can customize to whatever you want. In 2023, I use Notion to script all of my videos, make notes for countless subjects like English, sciences, Latin as well as literally planning every single one of my days on it. I use Notion on my phone, on my iPad, my laptop, and my PC, and honestly it's like my second brain where I can manage school, personal life, business all at once. Okay, enough with Notion glazing. We're here to talk about goals and how you can use them to plan and achieve 2024. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a profile for myself in 2023. What I was like, what I was doing, what bad habits I was doing, what good habits I was doing, and most importantly, what could have gone better. Because you measure the gain, not the gap. By creating this profile of 2023, you sometimes actually end up forgetting what you were like. And as I make this right now, I'm literally forgetting the kind of person I was like only a year ago. because we always tend to live in the present moment, and being able to compare yourself from that version, the 2023 version of yourself, actually makes it so that you're creating a whole separate identity for yourself, allowing yourself that room for improvement and becoming a better version. And if you just cringe while looking back and looking at these things that you were doing in 2023, that's not actually a bad thing. That actually means you made so much progress that you can see a visible difference between you now and you then, which actually just shows you've made exponential progress. Good job. And now in this 2024 column, I'm going to write down the goals I want to achieve using this handy template. You can get this template in the description for free. Sort them by type, and if you have a numerical value, put them in so that you can easily see progress. The goal is the compass. It doesn't have to be smart or specific. Everyone has goals. Be intentionful and explicit. So once you have your two profiles for 2023 and 2024, and you've wrote down in the list things you want to achieve and things that matter to you, you can start dumping all those goals into these short-term and long-term goals. And once you make it, you can add a tag to easily sort between your different types of goals, deadline, origin, and an end goal and total. And your goal can actually just be to be more mindful, or to talk to your parents more, or to just be more happy. It doesn't have to be a numerical thing to get 100k subscribers to make money, because in fact, these goals of being more mindful, being grateful, being self-disciplined might actually lead to those numerical things indirectly. And in each of these goals, when you press open and you click on this untitled bit, it actually comes up with a question called, what are the systems or processes you're going to do to achieve this goal? Because the best goals mix achievable trackableness as well as having systems and processes. So write down how and what you're going to do, what habits, what things you're going to implement to make sure you do achieve these kind of things. And if you're stuck with setting goals, you can actually just look back through the year and undo any knots you might have. Goals don't have to be new and exciting. The best goals actually are just doing stuff you're already doing better, or undoing knots like I like calling them. Say last year you found that your biggest knot was that you were on your phone too much. You can just undo that knot slightly by saying that this year I'm going to make it so that I only spend an hour on social media a day. And doing this what went well and even better if type of reflection is important, as insanity is just doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. And the reason that I have this origin section in these goals is that you have to think whether the goal is authentic. You have to ask yourself for every single goal whether it's genuinely yours or another external party. Like for example, the other day I saw someone really big and jacked in the gym, and I was just thinking, damn, I'm gonna make it my New Year's resolution to like get big, get built, get jacked just like him. And that was my goal. I literally devoted my next year, made that my goal to bulk, to get more big. But then also I was watching a K-drama and then I saw like the K-pop slim ass look, and then I was like, damn, you know what, I'm actually gonna cut, I want to look like that, you know. And then so just like that, one TV show, just seeing one person in the gym, all these random external sources had actually changed my goals. So just by reflecting and writing down the origin of your goal can actually make it so that you save so much time, because it makes it so that you can see if this goal is genuinely placed there by you. So that's just my take on goals, and you might not agree, but I hope you can see that by mixing goals and processes, it's a healthy, foolproof way of actually making progress, because you're being specific as well as making sure that you actually have the things ready. Because it's like for athletes when they have that goal of getting leaner or reaching that certain weight class, they have a diet plan, a training plan. Just like that, we're creating a plan, a process for all of this. And so this was how to plan for and prepare for the next year. I'm really excited for 2024, and if you want to try out my Notion template or get started for free, you can use the link in the description. Don't waste another year. You can make 2024 your best. Right.